Let me give you some well thought out clues as to who this next player might be. Well, you've probably already read the title of this video, but if you just clicked on this without thinking, in the chance that you did, let me try and give you some cleverly thought out clues as to who this player is. I needed to get some rice. As a West Ham fan, I'm going to lose rice. I need some more for my dinner tonight. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to get on my clogs. I'm going to go to Co-op and see if I can find one. But not any old Co-op. I'm going to the Co-op in Atalanta. Because I think that this is a specific place where I can find what I need. Am I speaking double Dutch to you? Probably I am. But I hope the clues try to give you a very, weakened insight into who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Dutch midfielder Teun Koopmeiners. And I think, I kid you not, I think I found the Declan Rice replacement. And before you all call me stupid, or optimistic, or over the top, I want you just to hear me out. Okay? Let me have my opinion. Let's roll the titles and get into why I, James Snedden of From the Anvil West Ham United, have found the player that West Ham needs to replace Declan. Everyone's got their own opinion as to who could replace Declan Rice next season. It's a hard position to replace with a player of this calibre. I know that. We all know that, I think. We know this is going to be a gargantuan task, but it needn't be if you know where to look in the right places. I have been rating Koopmeiners for a hell of a long time. Ever since he played in the Netherlands, he's been a highly rated prospect who has taken to a new league, that being Serie A in Italy, like a duck to water. Koopmeiners is a very close carbon copy to Declan Rice in my eyes. I say close carbon copy because I'm not going to say the word exact. We cannot say they're exactly the same player. And I'm going to explain a little bit more why in the video. But I see a lot of similarities. That's the key difference in my words, just so we have the disclaimer in this. Same means identical. Similar means some yes, some no. Let's just get that out there before I go further. Teun Koopmeiners is a 25-year-old Netherlands international who plays for Atalanta in Serie A, and his position is a defensive midfielder. He has a lot of footballing connections within his own family, and he's been known for his leadership from a young age. It's no surprise that he's taken this on board in other leagues, and with Atalanta, he's making quite the impression. Koopmeiners and his brother Pierre came through the AZ Alkmaar youth system, and he eventually became the team captain. He's used to playing in European competitions, having featured in both the Champions League and the Europa League. During this time, his own team began to challenge for the Eredivisie more, and he became an essential player in that midfield. He became known for intercepting passes, making blocks, and even became a makeshift member of this attack that RZ had. RZ finished second in the Eredivisie while Koopmeiners was playing. Because of his impactful nature within this team, other clubs came knocking at the door. Eventually, Atalanta put in a bid for him for €12 million, and it was accepted in 2021. His time in Atalanta has allowed him to experience a lot more on the pitch. He's experienced in different roles within this team and is able to play as more of a free-flowing attacker. It's not really a common thing for a defensive midfielder to do this. I know Declan Rice makes long strides and has the energy to carry the ball from one half of a field to another. With Koopmeiners, it's kind of a different intent. You see, he's not exactly the type to dribble down the middle. I'll tell you more about it in the next section, where I talk about his style of play. In the previous clip, I mentioned that Koopmeiners had a more attacking role within the team. I've seen that he plays more as a winger. He seems to go as a winger or even a right midfielder in space. This allows him to drift out wider and create shooting positions. It usually involves him getting onto the edge of the box and then taking a shot or putting in the cross. But why this works is because Atalanta's other midfielders, including players such as Matteo Pessina in the 2 seasons leading up to this, have helped wingers to get the space by taking care and marking players in the middle. This is something Koopmeiners has benefited from, and it's enabling him to score more goals. He got 7 goals last season. And that really leads me on to my next point. We're going to need a set-piece specialist next season if Rice goes, because he's been used to taking penalties. Koopmeiners is a good penalty taker who likes to smash them in with his left foot. And he likes to shoot from distance. Who else likes to shoot from distance? Declan Rice does that too, and has scored some good goals from it, by the way. Same with Koopmeiners. He likes to drill them low and hard into the corners. In fact, in one season at RZ, he got 15 goals in 31 games by doing this and given the freedom to shoot and attack. In that sense, he could play as what I personally would refer to as a false attacking midfielder. Not a false 9, a false attacking midfielder. Because when the ball's a little deeper into the final third, he'll revert into that forward position and get centrally between the 2 wingers and the striker. This allows the extra body of support, as well as an opportunity to create a chance by shooting. I want to back this up with a few statistics so you can understand my point a little more. He is actually excellent at passing and crossing. His long passes, short passes, and ground attack are his key traits. Last season, he completed 85.42% of key passes and averaged an 82% pass completion rate per game. These are excellent statistics, and they were some of the highest in Serie A. I believe, as far as the key passes go, he was 3rd best in the league. He faces behind opposition players to encroach and dispossess them. He comes up from behind, stays on his feet, gets the ball from either between the legs or in front, and then immediately forces his teammates to either get in front of him to make the pass or to get behind him to attack the other way. It shows a lot of intelligence with his tactical awareness there. And he's also got the ability to dictate a midfield. What do we have here then? We have someone who can dictate a midfield, pass, long pass, shoot from distance, play as an inverted winger, play as an inverted attacking midfielder. It all sounds really, really good. And let's be serious, it's impressive. This is my Declan Rice replacement. Don't even convince me otherwise. West Ham United Football Club. Get on the phone to me. I'll give you my number. I found the guy you're looking for, okay?